All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Did you know that 3.8 billion people use some form of technology every day via video game consoles, social media, computers, etc.? Did you know that 250 million hours are spent watching TV shows via Netflix, Hulu, etc.? Did you know that more than 56 hours of music being streamed through some platform every day? And did you know that throughout these speeches today, someone most likely checked their phone because they couldn't resist? Hello, my name is Teriyone. Today I will be talking about technology. Not just any technology, I will be talking about why tech can be so addictive, how much time you possibly spend on technology. Because technology is something that we spend a lot of time on every day and it is most relatable to our generation, I chose to do my research on it. Again, today I will be talking about two things: why technology is addicting and why we possibly spend so much time on it. I will begin by telling you why it's so addictive. According to a 2016 article written by Near Eli, there are 4 reasons why we could possibly be so addicted to technology. Those 4 reasons are the tech, your boss, your friends, and yourself. First, I will talk to you about why the tech can be possibly so addictive. The technology themselves and its creator could be the easiest suspects to blame for our low attention span and low concentration. Nicholas Carr, the author of The Shadows, What the Internet is Doing to Our Brains, wrote, "The net is designed to be an interruption system, a machine geared towards dividing our attention." Another example of this is buying the latest platform of technology. We all have those times we want the latest model of the PlayStation, Xbox, or iPhones, and for the first few months we are glued to the screens because we want to know about the features or the games that the console or product offers. Forgetting about the other tasks that we had at the beginning of the week or during the week. I know I fell victim to this many times in the past. The next addiction is your boss. I know you're probably wondering, what do you mean by your boss? Well, think about in the future when you work for a company, you have to promote the company as far as just getting them out there, and you have to use the internet to decide how you're going to get them out there. You while doing this, you might forget, like maybe at the beginning of the week, your boss might also task you with another task, and you forget about that, leading to you getting in trouble with your boss about that. Another example can be emails. Emails are the most habit-formed medium of all. We check our emails almost every day, especially as college students. We check our emails when our professors cancel class for missing work and try to get those exams made up. Thirdly, your friends can be the reason for addiction. To me, I think the friends are the biggest reason for our addictions. We live in a generation where tech is all around us and becoming very powerful and constantly improving. We love playing games, looking at the newest social media beasts, and with all that being said, your cell phones, tablets, laptops, and cell phones and laptops are the most resistible things for teenagers and young adults because they are the most transportable. Elias also wrote in this article, checking tech is the most contagious. Once a person looks at their phone, other people feel compelled to do the same, starting a curious chain reaction. This just shows how one person can have the biggest influence on a whole group of people just by looking at their phone, because everybody else feel like they have to look at theirs also. Lastly, the biggest personal health addiction is you. We can all admit that we all have those times when we just felt like we escape from reality by looking at our phones, maybe because of a death in the family, arguing with a significant other, or probably failing the class, mainly failing the class since you're in college. So basically off that, we get so lost in how much time we spend on technology, we just forget about other things we have to do. Now that you know why tech can be so addicting, now I'll explain to you how much time you possibly spend on technology. For the most part, we usually don't keep track of how long we spend on technology, but if you did, you realize it's a lot of time. I'm not just talking about phones, I'm talking about, which is most of the time we spend on technology. Most of your time is spent on, but computers, tablets, Apple Watches, and so on. According to a 2018 article by Alyssa Camino titled "Americans Devote More Than 10 Hours a Day to Screen Time and Growing," she states a Nielsen Company audience reports the average person in the U.S. spends approximately 10 hours and 39 minutes each day on technology. This 10 hours and 39 minutes includes our daily use of smartphones, computers, video games, radios, tablets, and TVs. There's also been a 1-hour increase over the last year of the average American spends their time staring at the screen. Most of the time, you don't even realize you're using technology because it's become so natural. According to a 2018 article by Beaver Smith titled Ways We Use AI Without Even Knowing, Siri, Cortana, Alexa, and other virtual AI assistants have become common and mainstreamed. Calling your parents, playing your playlists, and getting Google Home to help you with your rigorous math homework are done via help from voice recognition and natural language processing techniques that enable your conversation. We mainly use virtual AIs when we're feeling lazy, which is most of the time. So we spend most of the time on that, and we don't even know that goes into the time that we don't that goes into the time that we spend on technology. For the most of the time, like another example could be when we use our phones. So we don't know our phones. That's all we have to say is, "Hey Siri." We have to wait for the ding to come up. So that goes into also spend time looking for your phone. You forgot something else you have to do. To conclude, technology is a part of our everyday life, and technology will continue to grow, and so will our addictions, whether you want to admit that or not. The more time we put into technology the less time we put into our other responsibilities in life. That's it.
Alrighty. We're good to go, Teriyone.